here's the thing. We've seen the aftermath. The day. I wish I took a screenshot. I don't think I did. I should have. The day Charlie Kirk was shot, the day it was announced that he died, Fox News put onto their site that he was an American martyr. When I saw it, because remember, you guys, I was live. When I saw it, I was like, really? That's it's kind of wild, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he was a young podcaster, you know what I mean? And that's not to say that you can't stand behind this person's message and understand this person's message, but martyr is just such a strong term to use for somebody. Then preceding that, you had, his body being flown onto by, I should say, Air Force 2. He got like this military service. JD Vance was there with his hand on the casket. It was a great show. And that's what kind of disturbs my spirit a little bit, was how fast it became almost like a reality type display or a televised show. It happened very, very fast. Okay. Then his wife is coming down off of Air Force 2 with JD Vance's wife. And then I said on the live, if you didn't watch it, go check it out. I said on the live, Trump for sure is going to do some type of sit down press conference of another, and that's what he did. Let's run that clip.
Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory. May God watch over his family. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
So now it's very interesting, right? That so fast they are able to do this, say this, and speak about him in this way. Now, mind you, at the same time, there was a school shooting in Colorado. I believe it was Evergreen, Colorado, that took place. Not a word, not a mention, um, nothing, not a thing. And if I'm not mistaken, was that not 2 back to back? And nothing said, nothing mentioned. But yet here we are doing this. Now, granted, I am not anyone to say that this person did not mean this much to these people. I'm not here to say that. But what I will say is that I don't think his impact was to that degree. Okay? I think they are using him as some sort of extreme symbolism. And again, I don't think we will see why. Like, we have to wait. It's going to play out, but they are propping him up to be this big political symbol. And I'm just not sure why yet, but that's what my gut is telling me, is that he's being propped up to be a symbol for something, because they're doing a lot and they're doing it fast. Um, I think his wife recently, maybe today or yesterday, made a post from his page, I think in her page as well as I think Turning Point USA I saw as a collaborator on Instagram. And that's 16 minutes, so I'm not going to play that, but that was also very interesting because let me tell you, if someone who I consider to be my husband, the father of my children, is executed in that manner, I don't think I'm going to have the words to get up a day, 2, 3, 4 days later. I'm just not. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to have it. Like, I'm just not going to have it. So it was just very interesting to me that she was able to like get in front of a camera and do that. I don't know. That was just very interesting to me. And then, the way this is happening and rolling out is just very, very interesting. On the flip side of that, I will say the people who I guess you could say are on the left or not a conservative, the way they're treating this death is also very terrible to me. I think both sides are doing interesting things in opposite ways. On the other side, you have people who are celebrating, laughing, joking about it. Me, I could never do such thing. Now, I'm being told by the internet that not laughing and joking about it is kind of also, in a way, supporting what he's about. I don't know too much about the man. Like I've said multiple times, especially on my live, um, all I knew is that he was the co-founder of a company that Candace Owens worked for. And that's about all I knew. He had some viral moments, a lot with transgender people, a lot about white privilege and this, that, and the third. And that's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? With that being all I know, me personally, not what the internet has told me, not what a headline has told me, with all of it, with that being all that I personally know, I don't feel comfortable, whether it's him or anybody else, to go out and make jokes about someone dying. I just can't do it. Whether it be for my religious standing or whether it just be the